It should be live now.
That's awesome. Yep, just got the notification on my phone.
Alright. Okay, so what were the things we were going to talk about?
I got written down, YouTube controversies, YouTube inspirations, Black Ops 2 and music, pretty much.
Okay.
And then the rest will just free ball it.
Swinging in the wind.
Sounds awesome.
Alright,
So what do you guys want to start with? For guys who don't know me, I'm Chico Well Rider.
Yeah, I was about to say. How about you just talk about, your channel?
Well, honestly, I feel like I'm a really fast-growing channel recently because I've got on, I've posted to Panzoid a lot in the very beginning of my YouTube career. I got on a community channel with 2,500 subs called Battleground. I then got on another community channel called Experience Pro Gaming, which has very active subs, so I gained a lot there. And then I gained like the rest of my subs from this 500 video I got, which was pretty big on the controversy of Raw Instinct.
Yeah.
So overall I do like Minecraft and Call of Duty commentaries. Mostly COD.
Alright. Alright, y'all want to go into the first topic?
Sure.
Sure.
Alright, so YouTube controversy. Everybody sees it coming. Raw Instinct against I Fly Illini.
Yep. Honestly, I covered this in my video, but I initially saw this as like just an area where it's like almost stealing of intellectual property. So just the way he did it and handled it, I feel like Raw Instinct is 100% wrong here, and I don't know how he's gonna rebound from it.
Yeah, I've seen people do this all the time. You look on Woody's videos, there's this one kid that I saw, he does it every single video, and I look through all of his videos he posts, and it's always a huge white boy video, a Woody, PKA, and all that. His latest videos. So.
How big is he?
This kid only gets like 10 views per video.
And that's not a big deal.
Yeah, but it's like, the kid has good gameplays. He gets like 75 gameplays. And I'll be like, and I messaged the kid and I was like, if you put commentary over it, you have a chance to make it. And you don't put Woody's videos in your video, then it's like, I mean, you can read his descriptions. I'll try to pull up his videos right now, and I'll link y'all to his videos. Just read the description.
Yeah, I believe, like, you can only grow so far copying people, but Raw Instinct got pretty far just because T. Martin's huge, and his tips were actually pretty good, even though they were the exact thing verbatim.
Yeah.
But Raw Instinct has no chance of making it now. He's probably going to lose his partnership, and he's just going to have a hard time, and I don't know. He might just have to find another way to promote his YouTube channel. Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched a video by some guy named Simmons on the whole Raw Instinct and iFly controversy, and he like goes into complete detail with talking about what happened with the Bad Kid show and everything.
I saw that.
Talk about how Max or Raw Instinct like basically stabbed DJ Keemstar in the back.
Well, DJ Keemstar's also at fault here because he didn't listen. Like he didn't even watch the video before the podcast.
Yeah.
He has to be aware of the situation before going to a large podcast about what's even happening. I mean,
well, he mentioned after it. He mentioned after it.
I know, I saw that video too.
That was his baby, and you think about it, he did what you would expect him to do. That's just
No.
that's a DJ Keemstar move. That's a Keemstar move.
In running a channel prospectively, you don't want to enter the most controversial way. That could only get you so far, and it's going to bring you a lot more hate than love, and it could really just hurt your channel and, like, push away other subscribers. So what he did is, like, now going to give him a worse name, and people are going to be less likely to subscribe to it. So from managing a YouTube standpoint, I don't think it was good because he basically kind of hurt his name. I'd at least look what's happening before entering a podcast and choosing a side about what I want to do.
Well, the thing is that Keemstar was doing it for a shout-out to the Bad Kids show.
Yeah, but
he was expecting a shout-out.
Yeah, but he didn't even hear the video or listen to it about Bronson not giving iFly a shout-out. I mean, why would he give you one if he didn't give iFly one?
Yeah, that was a big mistake there.
Yeah, that's where he said he screwed up.
Yeah, he like came out with a video after the Bad Kid shows talking about how Max like screwed him over and stuff. And yeah, he should have really watched the other video before he even got into it, and he would have not made that mistake.
I don't know if this is my memory or not, but I don't remember DJ ever saying he was sorry about it. He just says, "This is my baby, I cared about it. You might think I'm a bad guy, but I don't care." I don't ever think he ever, like, apologized or, like, how he mistreated iPod.
He did.
Well, then I don't remember it that well, then.
Yeah, I haven't even watched, like, any of these guys before any of this stuff happened. It was like, okay, there's a controversy of people I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't get what happened with, like, Only Use Me Blade. He was, like, so against iFly, calling him, like, a bitch at the Bad Kid show, but on PKA he was all friendly with iFly.
That's because
why aren't they talking about Only Use Me Blade and him, like, flipping sides?
Well, no, that's because Blade did not ever watch the video until after the Bad Kid Show podcast. He went in blind.
Yeah, it was the same thing as DJ Keemstar. They just decided don't watch the video before and try to get a shout out from Max just by like defending him or whatever, and it obviously didn't work out.
I don't get why Only Use Me Blade would want the shout out because he didn't want a shout out. It was only DJ Keemstar. He was
wanting it for the Bad Kid show. Yeah. It wasn't for his personal channel. Because Bad Kid show only has like 10K subs.
Yeah. So I think we covered this pretty well, so what's the next topic?
YouTube inspirations.
So I guess I'll go first. So
yeah, basically, Gus goes first.
Yeah. What, you guys want to go first?
Sorry, I don't care. No, you can go first.
Okay, that sounds cool.
That's fine. So,
thank you, but my YouTube inspiration was, I wasn't like a big Call of Duty person when I was younger. I was like, first of all, I was like terrible when I was younger at Call of Duty, but I've gotten better recently, and at first I was just tips, but it wasn't like I really got attached to the commentators and who they were, just to get better at the game. But then I found like I Am the Attack. He's this really hilarious dude. I watch almost every one of his videos. He's like really funny and like energetic, in the way he portrays himself is just really good as a commentator. So I just like really liked his content and watched other Call of Duty commentators' things, and I was like, I really always thought it would be cool to be a Call of Duty commentator, but I was always wrapped up with being like a wrestler. It was like who I was. I was like, in middle school I was a state champ as a wrestler in freestyle, and I did really well and like accomplished so much. I was like one of the best in my state, which is a really good state at wrestling, and like I had accomplished a lot. But then I suffered 2 concussions in the same year, and it's like my neurologist said, like, you can't do this anymore. It's like each one's getting worse than the other, and if you keep doing this, you could suffer permanent brain damage. So I'm like, that sucks. Going into YouTube now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of had the same inspiration. I I Am the Attack. Like I started watching him when he was like down in like 2K subs or something, and like his commentaries just seemed like amazing to me. It was probably one of the best I've ever seen. And okay, sorry, I'm trying to put another video on here in a second. It's kind of hard to talk and do it at the same time. Yeah, he was basically my inspiration for it, and so like I played sports like he did and had like a few of the same troubles, and kind of like you, Chico, I suffered two sprained ankles in the span of 2 months playing lacrosse, and now I can't like really run on it anymore without it like slipping again. So I chose to like follow my inspiration from I Am the Attack and go into YouTube commentating. I haven't put up a video in like a week or something, but I've been busy with stuff, you know. But yeah, that's basically my YouTube inspiration.
Oh, so you were a lax, bro.
Yeah.
Ah, you be dangling. I played lax when I was younger because it's pretty big in my town. And I played Fogo, which was awesome, but I can't even do that now because that even has a chance for a concussion.
Yeah.
That
So
sucks.
it's like I could only do track, and I'm like, wrestling rips apart your knees and just makes you so slow, so I can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was my first semester of college lacrosse too when I had both those injuries. So
That's
Oh, you were a college athlete?
yeah.
Oh, that's really cool. I was like, I'm only in high school now, so.
Yeah, I just graduated last year.
That's really cool.
alright, I guess I'll go into mine. Mine I really started off started last summer. I looked up NCAA videos and I found this one guy named Nodis Fan, which is at like 17K subs now. And pretty much from there, I looked up hooker prank calls. Then I found Mr. Technical Difficult, and that's what got me into Call of Duty. And then it just went from there.
Never can go wrong with prank calling a hooker.
You never can. Never.
I don't think I could pull that off, though. I just feel so awkward.
I think we'll have to try that sometime soon.
Yeah, the only time I've ever done that, I was at a friend's house. We called like this escort company or something, but we sent them to his neighbor's house. It was really awkward just seeing them walk out there. And the neighbor was like, "What the hell is happening?" It was like, it was just really funny to see. His wife got all mad at him and everything. It was hilarious.
That's hilarious. Did the hooker literally go up to the person's house saying, "I'm the hooker you ordered"?
Well, basically, yeah, that's it. She's like, "Okay, I'm the escort. I'm here. Where are we going?"
That would have been YouTube money right there if you would have gotten that on camera.
Yep.
Word.
That was
Closest stop. Go?
That was just a really long time ago. It was like freshman year of high school.
Yeah. Closest I've done to prank calling a hooker was I prank called a porn shop last summer. and I called acting gay, and I asked what was the best gay porn that they had, and it was some guy. So you know that has to be awkward to ask a guy for gay porn, unless he's gay too. And they're like, you'd have to come in. And I was like, you can't tell me what you prefer? And they're like, no, you have to come in.
That's hilarious. You probably didn't even think it was a prank call.
No, because, I mean, back then I had a squeaky voice. Like, way squeaky.
You were a squeaker, huh?
Well, not really much of a squeaker, but it was a lot. It wasn't much of a squeaker voice, but I couldn't pass for 15-year-old. I could probably pass for probably a 12-year-old at that time. With a kind of deep voice.
Wow. So
Yeah.
what were the other topics we were going to talk about?
Black Ops and music. Well, Black Ops 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Black Ops 2 is the next one coming out, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I haven't seen, I've seen a lot of support for it on YouTube and stuff from people like TBN Our Frags. He's doing stuff about it, all the time. And there's always all
Yeah.
these, update videos and stuff. And I guess there's, a sneak peek of the multiplayer coming out soon.
Yeah, it's supposed to be in a couple of days.
I haven't heard about that.
Yeah, like, Izednek did a video about how the trailer for the Black Ops one came out around the same time as of the year it is now, so they said, it'll probably be out soon.
Yeah.
So, in Black Ops, I'm just, I did an update video and did a little, looked into it a little, and I just was, so happy that they said there's not going to be Last Stand.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. They're probably gonna do it like every other time, change it from Last Stand to Final Stand. No.
Why don't they just change the name to Second Chance again?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not Last Stand, it's Second Chance.
That's what they do every time.
Yeah, there's not going to be a Final Stand, but we'll have Second Chance in there for you.
Yeah. Big difference. The name.
When I was going gameplay hunting, on Black Ops, because my Modern Warfare 3 broke, I had to go buy a new one at GameStop. It sucks. But, honestly, I didn't realize how many people ran Second Chance as a perk. Of, shooting everyone. It seems like half the people just drop down into Second Chance.
Yep.
I think it's a waste of a perk.
Not if you're bad.
Yeah, not if you're bad. But still, it's a waste of a perk. I think Black Ops 2 is going to be just like Modern Warfare 3. Hyped, and then about January or February, everybody's going to hate it.
Yep. That's how it usually happens.
All the Call of Duties are just like that. Hyped around this time of the year because they're getting PO'd at Modern Warfare 3, and now, once it comes out and it's about 2 months out, nobody's going to play it.
Yep. Everybody now is saying, they tried to play Modern Warfare 3 and they just get really pissed at it. It's what do you think's going to happen with Black Ops 2? It's going to be a
I went on to Black Ops. Oh, sorry, I'll let you finish.
Oh, no, go ahead, I finished.
Okay, so I went on to Black Ops, and besides that Second Chance, it was nowhere near as frustrating as Modern Warfare 3.
Yep.
Games were easier to me. Just seemed like an easier game once I got used to how the aiming was a little different. I was like, this seems like a better game besides maybe lack of guns, because they have a lot less guns in Black Ops.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sad to see that you can't go back to COD 4 and be like, enjoy it. You can't enjoy it because of all the hacks.
Yeah, I found that out a few days ago. I tried to get into COD 4 and World at War. Every single game I went into, there's a hacker of some kind.
Yeah, my COD 4 got screwed up because somebody got me to negative XP, and I can't even play it unless someone invites me to a game.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
Wow.
I haven't had that much trouble, but it's just trying to actually move or something. when I get into a game, somebody has a hack where nobody can move except them, and they're going around killing everybody.
Yeah, that's just stupid to see.
I feel like I'm the only Call of Duty commentator in the history of Call of Duty who's never played COD 4 owned it. I played it at friend's house, but you guys are gonna be like, wow. I never played it. I didn't get into Call of Duty until Modern Warfare 2.
I didn't get into it till March of last year. and that was with MW2. So I've only been playing it for about a year.
Yep. I didn't get into it until about like Black Ops, I think, because I was playing it in like one of my buddy's dorms, and I ended up buying his Xbox off of him. Yeah. So and then I just started buying the old COD games. I wanted to play them. That's basically how it happened.
Nice.
Yeah, but I just hear all this nostalgia about like COD 4, and I'm like, I've never really played it.
It's fun if you don't get into a hacked lobby, because it's the most balanced game there is.
It seems really cool because there are attack dogs at 7.
Yeah.
And then it's like, people complain about 3 times frags. That's not that bad.
Yeah.
Or 3 stuns. What's that gonna do?
I never get killed by that stuff. I never get hit by like frags ever.
Yeah, but in COD 4 you'd see it all the time.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, if you have it, then I don't see people complaining about it if they're using it.
Yeah.
It's only when somebody else uses it against them that they complain about it.
Yep. And I see it as a waste of a perk, because I use my stuns, but I don't really use my frags, because I usually use Simtex or C4.
Yep.
Yep. I use Syntax and C4 too.
I've been switching really to C4 lately. So I've seen people use it, and it just seems like one of the better options.
Yeah, it's fun because it's got a bigger blast radius.
Yep.
Oh.
So what's the next topic?
Music! Everybody's favorite thing.
Nice. So
what kinds of music are you guys into?
Go first, guest.
Well, honestly, I'm gonna sound like I'm like everyone else on the planet, but I like a wide range of music. But I'm gonna tell you like exactly what I like. Like I like alternative rock a lot. Like I like those type of bands. But I also like my brother has been like what is it? One of those people who like gets people to go to clubs, just hands out discs. A promoter for like clubs. So
okay.
I like that's got me into house music a lot, like Avicii and stuff like that. I really enjoy that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But then there's like I could deal with some of the like more like popular songs that get like viral and huge. Like I didn't really mind like stuff like Call Me Maybe, but there are some songs that I just can't handle. Like those, that's just the majority of what I listen to, and some rap like Eminem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty much into alternative rock and then techno music. I basically grew up on the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I know a lot of people don't like them, but
they got good music.
Yeah, they do.
They're okay.
I might be about 3 years after them, but still, they got good music. Because I got a brother that's 20 years old, and that's all he used to listen to. And living in the same room with him for a few years, you learn to listen to it and like it.
They have some pretty catchy songs. I mean, I don't like all their songs, but it's what I grew up on, and it seemed pretty good. And
yeah,
like one of the other like big bands I listened to was Weezer back when they had all their Red, Blue, and Green albums. Those are probably their best ones.
Yeah, Weezer.
I don't know if it's just like bad selection from Guitar Hero because I played that when I was younger and I didn't like any of their songs, but just can't listen to that.
Yeah, it might be because of that, but yeah, if you listen to all their other songs, they're actually really good. mean, and it really sucked when like their main singer went off to college or whatever, and they were gone for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really disappointing to see. But I mean, they're back now. They're not as good as they once were, though.
Yeah, they're not. I mean, a lot of bands aren't as good as they were back in the early 2000s. Like
Mhm.
Linkin Park, I don't think they're the same band as they were back in 2000.
Yeah, they're definitely not.
No way.
And then Green Day, they're not the same band as they were back in the mid 90s.
Yeah, they've gotten old. Their new song that they have is I don't think it's very good. It's I mean it's all right, but it's definitely not as good as some of their older songs.
Yeah, like I've listened to pretty much every single one of their albums because, like I said 2 minutes ago, my brother used to listen to that stuff, and we lived in the same room together. That's all he listened to. He'd listen to every single Green Day album, and then once he bought 21st Century Breakdown, I didn't like that album. There
Yep.
were one or two good songs, but once they were back in their punk days, they got that was their prime. That was them in their prime.
Yeah, they got old. They had kids and families that they basically like toned down.
Yeah.
It's not the band that I was used to knowing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but with every band leaving, there's gonna be like new ones that are coming out. Like Nirvana died like a long time ago with that, but from that came Foo Fighters, which I actually enjoy decently.
Yep.
Yeah. And then NSYNC and Backstreet Boys died. Look, 15 years later, One Direction comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of boy bands that are just like popping up like out of nowhere.
It's not that hard to become successful as a boy band.
Well, it is and it kind of isn't. But yeah, because they have to get noticed by someone, and getting noticed is just the hard part. But once they're noticed, it's really easy to become famous.
I completely agree on that. So Hunter's gone.
Yeah, he just said he accidentally disconnected from the call. I'm gonna add him back in.
Yeah. I'm back.
Alright, it's calling him back.
Alright. Sorry about that.
That's fine.
Alright, so where were we?
Well, you said something about One Direction, then you were gone.
Yeah.
You said it wasn't hard to get popular as a boy band.
Yeah.
But not really.
It's like back in the day, boy bands, they ranged from 7-year-old girls to 20-something-year-old girls, really. And now boy bands, they're ranging from 6-year-old girls to 13-year-old girls. It's like, there's a huge difference.
Girls my age are in love with One Direction, so
There's
still. And I'm in high
there's a
school.
few. There's a few, yeah. I'm a sophomore, and I know some freshmen that are like, oh yeah, One Direction, they're fine. It's like, but that's very few. Those are the ones that haven't grown up yet.
Well, I actually know like a lot of girls that are my age that freaking like love their music or whatever, and it's really weird to see. It's like
I agree completely.
it's like how do you still like that kind of music? I thought you grew up out of it.
If you honestly do listen to the music, they can sing. If you listen to their singing.
Yeah, they can. It's just it's not like a genre that's like for people that are my age.
Yeah.
That's basically what I'm trying to say about it. I'm not saying like they're bad singers or anything. It's just saying like girls my age is like why are they still listening?
Yeah. I guess they must be missing Backstreet Boys from back in the days.
Yeah, they must be. That's my only explanation.
Yeah, I don't know why they just keep obsessing about it. It's like Justin Bieber or One Direction's lead singer is gonna marry me. It's like there are 3 billion women on this earth, and out of all of them, he's going to choose you, and you're probably
Yeah.
not even that hot. Good luck with that.
Yeah, that's what it's like. That's how it always is. That's what I have to say to them. High school 2 years ago, they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna marry Justin Bieber." I was like, "You have a better chance at winning the lottery." And that was when I lived in Louisiana, where everybody entered in the lottery. So it was like, yeah, you have a better chance at the lottery. 10 times better.
It's more like 1,000. Plenty of people like win the lottery like over time, and there's only gonna be one girl that marries Justin Bieber. Well, he'll probably get a bunch of divorces because that always happens with celebrities.
Yeah, celebrities, I see divorces as just a big story to make them bigger.
Kim Kardashian won.
Yep. Kardashians. Lamar Odom. You can't say he didn't do it for money.
Yeah, he definitely did it.
Because honestly, how many people knew about Lamar Odom before that? Unless you were
I
a
did.
pretty big basketball fan.
Well, I knew about him just because I liked the Lakers. 'Cause
Yeah.
they're like a hometown team. That's
But you
about
mean
it.
these casual basketball fans or people that watch basketball during the playoffs?
Watch Sports Center, and I eventually learned who he was. Before that.
Yeah. That's how a lot of people are. Like Tim Tebow. Most women wouldn't know who he was if he wasn't this quarterback that was all, when he went into the draft, everybody was like, oh yeah, he's going to suck. He's not going to start. He's going to be a tight end. Look at him now. All the women like him.
Honestly, I feel like Tim Tebow, like, I'm getting off topic now, but I feel like
Yeah.
Mark Sanchez is going to have a bad start, do poorly, and Tim Tebow's going to end up being the starter if he's a winner.
Yeah. This is what I said. Everybody was hating on Tim Tebow because he didn't put up the stats.
He's a
And
winner. Oh, well.
that's what I said. During the school year last year, everybody's like, doesn't put up the stats. He's not an MVP quarterback. I said, if I was an owner of a team, I'd want a winner. I don't care about stats.
Yeah, as long as he's winning the games, it really shouldn't matter
Yeah.
how many like passes he completes or whatever. As long as the job gets done, then that should be all that matters.
And he's
Yeah.
like more clutch in the fourth quarter than even Peyton Manning is. Like, he won like
Yeah.
4 out of 6 games when he was within like 14 points in the fourth quarter.
Yep. Some people call him overrated. Some people call him underrated. I think he's underrated.
I think he's underrated. He's clearly better than Mark Sanchez.
He is.
Well, the thing is, I'm always gonna like Mark Sanchez better, just because he graduated from my.
What?
Well, it's just because like he graduated from my favorite college team, SC, because that's where a lot of my family went, and
Ew.
yeah,
Notre
it's.
Dame.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, that's where the boo came from.
Yeah, Notre Dame. That's one of my teams.
Yeah, it's just growing up liking SC, and I like all their quarterbacks. I mean, but the quarterback they have right now, Matt Barkley, he actually he actually graduated from my rival high school, and so like I didn't like him at first, but after he started actually doing good and not like sucking like he did in his first year, I actually started to like his play and actually come to accept that he's going to be the quarterback.
You never liked Matt Barkley. He went to USC. Same with Sanchez.
I think USC, they have some pretty good talent.
Yep, they always have. It's like
They're ranked 3 or whatever. Preseason rankings.
Yeah, they're rated number 3 right now. I mean, I think they could have actually won the BCS title last year if they weren't held out of going to bowls.
I don't think so.
Not a chance.
I think they were actually pretty good last year, but that's just me being
Your
biased.
coach is an idiot.
No.
That's just me being biased since I like them.
Your coach is an idiot.
I don't know. I think Pete Carroll was a smart guy. He knew what was coming, so he left early.
Yep.
Well, he's the one that got all USC into that shit. He basically gave he made players go into promotions and get advertisements and stuff. I mean, it wasn't all the players' decision on get into that stuff, and then the BCS found out and punished them for it.
I think it is players' fault. Like, those players that accepted that. Like Reggie Bush, I think that's his fault.
Well, yeah, I think it's his fault, and I think it's partially Pete Carroll's fault because he helped with that, but it's going to lay more on Reggie Bush because he actually accepted the deal.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't have to accept it. It was just dumb of him too.
Yeah, he could have said, no, I'm fine to another school. Or just could have said, no, I don't want this scholarship offer, but you can take away the whole entire booster thing and we'll be good. But no, he wanted that money.
Yep. That's what it basically comes down to a lot of people. It's like, where am I going to get the most money out of this?
Yeah.
That's why people always want, well, besides wanting to win and be a winner, that's why people go to schools that help them get drafted highly. Like, Alabama people always do well in the draft. Notre Dame's had a good history with that, so it's schools with histories will get kids.
Yep.
Yeah.
Except Penn State, because now they're messed up.
Yeah, they're pretty fucked up.
Well, the thing is, I don't know why they took down that statue. That is just screwed up right there.
Well, he was a winner and all, but they're like saying this. He had this. It's bad for business, first of all. It's bad economically because it's going to be a controversy surrounding them forever. So they had to take it down. And besides that, also Joe Paterno made the decision every day of his life to not report this and to ignore it. So that's why.
No, he reported it to the athletic director. The athletic director is supposed to take it to
as an educator, you have to go to the police, and they're saying he is an educator because he works at Penn State.
But so does the other coach that saw it first, that reported it to him. That's the problem there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're saying he should have done more, which he should have.
He could have done a little bit more, yeah. But it's like you don't strip him of 13 years of him winning. Like, especially, honestly, let's go back to the statue. Okay, you take down that statue, okay, and they took away those wins. He's still in the top 10 almost of most winners.
He is in the top 10.
Not after they stripped him of those wins.
I thought it was number 9.
No, I think he's number 11 if I'm not mistaken. He might be number 9, but still, he's still in the top of the best coaches in the world. Ever.
Well, the thing is, people are going to take that statue still there as a symbol of what happened, and they're going to say that Penn State basically endorses it by keeping it up there.
No.
I mean, well, there's people out there that will start doing that. It's not my personal belief on it, but I think the taking down the statue is completely retarded. I mean, keep it up there. It's like a memory of one of the best coaches that you've ever had.
One of the only coaches that they've ever had, really.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been at that school since the 40s, I think.
Yeah, he has been, but they're just saying like he should have done more. Which I think if you knew about a pedophile thing, I think immediately you want to go into the police. But they're saying like I don't know if this is true at all, but they're saying like through like real estate things and relationships with Sandusky, he didn't want to go further with it.
Oh yeah,
It would hurt him financially.
Yeah. But I think it's still stupid to kick him and to take that away from him.
I say they should at least give him the statue. You can put it up in his front yard or his backyard or whatever. Use it as a little thing to make him remember all the great stuff that he did there.
But Paterno's dead. He died of love.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
He's dead.
Well, not like give it to his family or something.
Yeah, give it to his family. Yeah.
I don't really think they'd want it.
Yeah. that would be a weird thing to be like. That's
yeah,
like,
here's my dad's statue in my backyard.
Yeah, that's like having your father mummified, then having his coffin in your living room, and then your grandchildren just being like, "What's in there?" Oh, that's your great grandfather. It's like, oh, that's weird.
Why isn't it somewhere else?
Yeah, they should at least put it up somewhere else. If they don't have to put it on the school property or whatever, but put it somewhere because it's like a great memory of a guy that was the best coach that they have had.
Yeah, and you were saying a minute ago. Go. What?
He's the only coach they've had.
Yeah, pretty much. Like he assisted back in the 40s, I think, and then he got head coach a few years later. It's like you seriously got to respect the guy better than that.
Yeah.
I mean, he pretty much built that college.
Well, it's more economics overall because by tainting the name even more, even the hardcore fans might even be a little like upset about maybe them supporting a child molester. Well, an enabler of a child molester. So it's like they're already losing $60 million, which is their overall gross income from football that whole time. So.
Yeah.
I just think it's better for them economically, which is where everything leads down to.
Well, y'all were saying a minute ago that it's if they left the statue up, people would think that they support it. When Joe Paterno died, look how many people went to that statue.
But those were all hardcore, deep in Penn State fans. You're not going to get any new fans, more people to support.
Yeah. It's like, look how many people went to that. Millions of people.
It wasn't millions, it was like thousands.
Well, I mean over time. Since then, I bet you millions have. Or hundreds of thousands.
Probably just thousands.
I'd say hundreds of thousands.
Like, I mean...
Because there was a huge riot the day after he got fired.
Yeah,
that was just a sissy move of them to find out through a letter. Why couldn't they just tell him to his face, "Hey, you're fired"? I mean,
yeah, just sending a letter is just like kind of cowardly on their part.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they sent him a letter to call this number. He calls it, and they tell him he's fired. It's like, seriously? That's a coward move.
Yep.
Or as we call in the South, the yeller bellies.
I haven't heard that term in a long time.
Neither have I.
Never heard the term.
Are you serious?
I'm not from the South.
You don't have to be from the South. You could have read Old Yeller and you'd know what it meant.
What's Old Yeller?
No. No. You did not just. Can we kick him from the call? let's secretly kick him from the call and just finish this show ourselves. Just kidding.
I know.
Yeah, Old Yeller is a
classic.
It's a classic book about like this kid and his dog or whatever, and the dog gets like bitten by something and he gets rabies, and the kid has to go put it down, and he has to use a shotgun to shoot him in the face.
Oh, I heard of that. I just didn't remember the name.
I didn't read the whole entire book, and I did it for a 5th grade reading project. I got about halfway through the book, and I got tired of it, so I just asked my grandpa to tell me what happened, and he was like, alright, at the end, he puts his dog down, and I was like, alright, that sounds good.
Yeah, I've heard of the book, like the story. Just didn't remember the name.
Yeah.
I'm not, like, really good with names, and anyway, I hate reading.
I can't read either, unless it's for money.
It's like school report, Spark Notes, or book. We're going to Spark Notes.
Yeah.
Then again, I was the only one in my English class who actually read Great Expectations from cover to cover. Because he had, like, pop quizzes and stuff. I didn't want to do bad.
Oh.
Yeah, learn to use SparkNotes to your advantage. It's really going to help you through high school.
I know, like I like used SparkNotes after I read the book just to get a better understanding, but I'm like, put way too much effort in.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was only one book in high school that I actually read all the way through. And that was The Hobbit. That was actually
got to read The Hobbit, but you didn't. Do you have to read things like Great Expectations and stuff?
I never had to read that.
I
had to read Brave New World, The Great Gatsby, Huckleberry Finn, Tom Sawyer.
I don't have to read any of these books. My school focuses so much on Shakespeare and Shakespeare and like all those old school stuff. Even though like Charles Dickens and all that old stuff.
The Hobbit's from the 30s.
But that's not like centuries old.
But still, it's a pretty old book. It's almost 100 years old.
Not in, like, considering times that these other books have been out for 300, 400 years.
Yeah, it's not as old as compared to those. I don't think, well, no, I think I've had to read, like, 2 Shakespeare stories, but not, like, the really long ones, just, like, these little, like, 2-act plays or whatever.
Romeo and Juliet, worst story ever.
Yeah, I had to read Julius Caesar, and that's about
it. I had to read that too, but we basically just watched the movie, and our teacher's like, read along with it, because it's almost word for word. It's like, this is much better than reading. Because I'm one of those rare people who's always like, the movie was better than the book, because I like things fast-paced and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, the movie is better. It's just a better form of entertainment. Books aren't.
Stay gold, pony. Stay gold. That's what I think of every time I think of watching a movie and a book is The Outsiders. Gosh!
We had to read that. Stay golden, pony boy.
I had to read that 2 years straight because I switched schools in between 7th and 8th grade. And I had to read it twice each time.
Oh, wow.
Well, once each time. So I read it twice. What?
I read it in 7th grade. It wasn't that, like, great. Our school even had, like, the school I went to had, what's it called? We had the Outsiders Day, where our whole grade dressed up as, like, like poor people with, like, gelled hair and stuff.
That's funny. That is funny. God.
And everyone did it, and it was like, even the girls, like, gelled their hair and wore white beaters.
Wow, that's funny.
I wish I wasn't sick that day. I was like, oh. I even have, like, one of those, like, switchblade comb things that pops out, and instead of being a switchblade, it's like a comb.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Then I think I would have gotten in trouble for bringing that to school. So I'm kind of good out that day.
Well, once they notice it's a comb, I don't think you would get in trouble for it.
They'll get in trouble for, like, bringing airsoft guns into stores.
Ooh, speaking of blades, back in 4th grade, I think, 3rd or 4th grade, this one kid found this pocket knife in the parking lot of our school, and he picked it up, and the teacher saw him pick it up and put it in his pocket, and the teacher walks up to him, and he's like, "What did you just put in your pocket?" And he's like, "Nothing." And then he's like, "Seriously, what did you just put in your pocket?" And then
It's like, I'd be like, do you have the right to make me take whatever I've put in my pocket and take it out? No. Okay, today.
And then, pretty much the kid got in big trouble for it.
Oh, wow.
I'd be
That
like,
made
if you're
him
not
go
certain what I
away.
put in my pocket, you're not going to take it out. You don't have beyond a reasonable doubt. Because if you're asking me this question, then there's no need for me to even bring it out because you have no proof that I've done anything wrong. Good day.
Well, the thing is that the school screwed up on is they made them throw it away in a trash can outside.
Yeah, what's that really going to do? You can just go get it again
Yeah.
after everybody's gone.
Yeah, he can just go during lunchtime, during recess, and then just grab it. I mean, it's 4th grade. Those kids are smart.
Yep.
You're smart.
They're smarter than you think, actually. Well,
I don't think it's that hard to outsmart a 4th grader.
I don't know. Some of them are pretty smart with that kind of stuff. Not with everything, but with that kind of stuff.
Well, when we're talking
It's not
about,
that
like,
hard to realize you could get it later.
Yeah.
well, it's hard to outsmart a 4th grader when you're like, I don't know, like 40 something. But when you're our age, it's pretty easy to outsmart a 4th grader
Yeah.
because you're like close enough to that age to where you know what the kid would know. You can just outsmart them pretty easily.
Because they get their tactics from us. That's where they really learn it from,
Yep.
is people our age. In between the age of 16 to 20, that's where they're getting their tricks from.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just too easy to outsmart a 4th grader right now.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
my nephew's in 6th grade or whatever, and I can easily outsmart him. It's like I haven't really taught him anything, so he's really like down in the, like, I don't know, he can't really figure out a lot of stuff like that. It's really hard for him.
They're
Yeah.
like kids, like, I don't know, 4th grade through like 6th grade. It's like 4th grade, a bunch of kids still believe in Santa still. A bunch of kids still believe in the Easter Bunny. But honestly, it's like, then you have kids who are like, even if they are like clever and stuff, they haven't been exposed to the world completely. Like, even in my town, like, you have some like, you always have those protective parents. It's like, one of those kids didn't learn who Hitler was until history, like, class told him. I'm like, you never knew who Hitler was until then? Like,
Oh my
with sheltering,
gosh.
it changes things.
Yeah, some parents over-shelter their kids.
It's like, when I was like thinking one time, it's like, when I'm a parent, when do I tell my kid who Hitler was?
Yeah. Heck, whenever my kid first asks me how our baby's made, I'm gonna tell him straight up. I'm gonna tell him what went down that night. Every detail.
Every
He'll be
detail.
blinded. He will not want to have sex.
Now, I think every detail will scar him, like, almost
That's the point.
permanently.
Just be like, this general basis. Butterflies and bees. You know, when a man gets, you know, happy, stuff starts to happen. I'm not going to be, like, extremely detailed with it when I tell my kids, but they're going to find out through kids at younger and younger ages, because it's like,
Yeah.
you know, it's like, just looking, it's like, I'm in high school, but looking, like, at middle school kids, I'm like, you're really wearing short skirts where your ass is hanging out. I'm like, you're 13. Chill out. You're
Yep.
not a prostitute yet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yet. You got about 5 more years till you can do that. But I'm going to tell my kids every detail of what went on that night, so they're scared to have sex until they're married.
I mean, there was
No
some...
one's gonna be ever scared to be about having sex unless you show them pictures of STDs.
Yep. Oh gosh, health. Freshman year. Last year.
First thing, show them...
It's like, my mom's a nurse. It's like, here, I have to show you what STDs look like. I'm like, no. No. Not right.
Show them what a blue waffle looks like.
Oh gosh. Oh.
I'm like, what is wrong with you? No. Not right.
Oh my gosh.
Funny story about that. One of my friends, she didn't know what it was, and we were hanging out in the theater that was at my high school or whatever, because we were on the tech crew in the tech booth or whatever. And there's like a separate like sound room, and it had a computer in there. She'd never seen it before. Me and my other friend locked her in there with a picture of it on the screen. We found her like passed out on the floor.
You passed out?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
She was like really disgusted at it. It was
You're
hilarious.
That is funny.
I mean, she was laughing about it afterwards, but it was fucking hilarious.
That would be funny.
Speaking of pranks, like my school usually has like great senior pranks, but my seniors this year were terrible. Like we released chickens one year. We have we're in this like open area, so it's like they made traffic get directed through our school. Like as this road's closed, so it's like so much traffic was coming through. They took 3,000 marbles and bouncy balls and rolled them down the stairs and like covered the holes in them.
Yeah.
But this year they got caught, and it was like, we have water guns and root beer kegs. We're like, really? That's a senior prank? There you go. The other years were awesome before that, but no.
And that's basically what happened my year. Like, all we could really do was the water guns or whatever, because the year before us completely screwed it up for us.
Hey, what size shoes do you wear?
12 and a half.
12 and a half.
Later. No, that was
Tell her to go make you a sandwich.
That was my sister walking in.
Tell her to make you a sandwich. Tell her.
Yeah, but what I was going to say is the year before us completely messed it up for us, because they basically just started running around the school, like, just knocking everybody over in their path. What they ended up doing, they ended up trampling the librarian, who's like freaking 80 years old.
My librarian is like the most bitter person ever. It's like, you're talking, you're not whispering, you're like, she's going to yell at you, like, in the most evil voice ever.
Yep. Conan the librarian.
Yeah, I think our senior prank 2 years ago was this huge food fight. Like, it was so big. And I think a milk carton hit the principal. And they banned ketchup packs from our school for the rest of the year. And they had to eat
the last day of school at my school. How'd they ban them?
Well, it wasn't the last day of school. It was about halfway through the school year. They did it really early, and it was like the talk of the town, because we're some small little town, like 20,000 people big.
20,000, get 10,000.
But I'm telling you, word travels fast in this town. Because most people, their parents went to school together. Like, I just moved here, so I don't have, like, my parents didn't graduate from here, but it was like, everybody else's parents knows everybody else's parents.
Yeah.
Something happens and, say, one of your friends tell on you, your parents are going to find out.
Yep.
If your best friend tells his mom about it, your parents are gonna find out more than likely.
Those are some bad parents. It's like you don't. If your kid tells you something, you don't go like talking to other parents about it.
I don't know.
Unless you like say like I beat up little Jimmy over there until he was like puking out blood. Like,
Yeah, that's
like,
something you tell.
But it's like Billy gave little Timmy a wedgie at like on the playground. It's like, okay, what else?
Yeah, but it's
Not a big
like,
deal.
yeah.
But it's not like that big. Like in my town, it's like everyone just comes from everywhere. It's just like I just live in the Northeast, so it's like people move out, go places. Stuff is very like fast paced, so it's like no one's parents know anyone besides through their kids knowing other kids and meeting their parents. You guys there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
So what was your time like growing up?
It was alright. It wasn't like too exciting. It's like doing sports and stuff. That's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we lose Hunter again?
Look, it says he's still connected.
Yeah.
He might just be doing something really quick, but it's been about an hour, and that's really how long we wanted to go, like in the first couple of weeks or whatever.
Yep.
So, like, I think as soon as he gets, oh, he sent something. He's like, can you hear me?
No, we can't hear you.
Yeah, he's typing again.
Sweet, my channel got 3 subs during this podcast.
Wait, what?
My channel got 3 subs during this podcast.
Oh, nice.
Should we just call him back so we can wrap it up?
Alright, I'm gonna invite him back to the call here.
Alright, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Alright. So what were y'all saying?
Oh, we're wrapping it up.
Alright.
We're wrapping it up.
Alright. That sounds good.
So what do you guys want to wrap it up by saying? Like, what's going on?
I don't know. New podcast for the win.
Alright, yeah. We can end it by this. Like, Chico, you can promote your channel again, and Hunter, you can promote your channel.
Okay, so how many viewers do we actually have right now since I'm not watching on Twitch?
I don't know. I'm not on there right now.
With my my broadcaster, it says we don't have any right now, but that's
What's going on YouTube?
I mean, we got some views on the last one, which is
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah, I think y'all said y'all get up to like 3 or 4.
Yeah, that's what we had last time.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, so thank you guys for like watching this podcast. It was awesome to be on. My channel name is Chico Whale Rider without the E, everything lowercase, and it's just been really cool to be on this podcast. The short time I've been on YouTube, the community seems awesome, and people really need to stop like getting up in arms saying it's not that great, because honestly I think this YouTube community is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll leave your channel linked in the YouTube video. And of course, I don't think I should promote my channel because, heck, I don't post on it.
You don't?
No, I don't. Because I haven't gotten a PVR or anything yet.
Alright, I guess I'll do mine then.
Yeah.
Yeah, my YouTube channel is youtube.com/wekusre. That's like WEQUSRE. And pretty soon, probably later tonight, I'll have another video up talking about being the other guy in a relationship, like the one that the girl uses to cheat with. Yeah.
But you cheated?
Oh no, she cheated, but
no,
she used me.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
Yeah, that's that video's coming up.
That'll be good.
Yeah.
That's gonna be great.
Yeah, that's gonna be my next video there. So yeah, we should remind everybody that this podcast is on Saturdays at 6 p.m. Pacific,
9 Eastern.
9 Eastern.
Remember to watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, watch it all.
And
Watch every single episode.
yeah, I think that was the BroCast.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, I'm gonna end the broadcast here.